Hello there and welcome back. Today we are going to dive into the psychology of golf to help you shoot better scores when you come from the range onto the golf course. And we're going to explore 3 levels of self-consciousness which you are aware of, but you just do not think about when you're on the course. So let's get into it. See if I can hit this down the middle. Most players struggle out here in the golf course because they overthink every shot. They overthink the technical movements and they do not get aware of the situation they're in and think about the shot that they have to play and play it within their level of ability and consistency. So what's really important is that when you come out onto the golf course, you're aware that it's not about perfecting your swing out here. It's about playing with your strengths, understanding your weaknesses, and being able to hit a shot based on those 2 things. I mean, if you've never hit a draw on the driving range, then it wouldn't make sense to be coming out here trying to hit a draw. You've got to be playing to the shot shape that you're most consistent with, and you do not want to be out here thinking, okay, I've got to get the club here, get the transition of the lower body, and then through. All of that stuff is done on the range, but when you come out here onto the golf course, you have just got to play freely, and you've got to be aware of everything that's going on around you to get yourself in this moment, in this present moment. Because if I stand over this golf ball and I'm just trying to think about my takeaway or my wrist set, I'm not aware of the yardage, the wind. I'm not external, I'm completely internally focused. I'm focused on the movements of my body, which is going to tense me up, and it's not going to be good to hit the shot that I need to hit here in the golf course, because as that adrenaline flows when we're out here, when we're under pressure, when there's bunkers and there's trees, my body's going to stiffen up and I'm not going to swing freely. So everything about having this pre-reflective awareness is knowing to get yourself into a position where you can feel the grip here just before you go, feel your body moving fluidly. And it's really trying to get into that mode where you're just feeling natural swings and take into consideration the shot shape. So I'm currently playing a little bit of a fade at the minute, so that means I do not want to be aiming too far to the right, trying to hit a draw. I'm going to aim just left of the flag here on this par 5, and if it fades for me, then, you know, I'm perfect. And if it doesn't, then I'm just a little bit left of the flag. So it's just being aware of your shot shapes, being aware of your body, and then just letting it do the work for you. I got that fade, started on the flag. Because I was aware of the shot shape that I'm playing, it's actually bounced on the slope right of the green and kicked onto it. So I've got a nice little putt for eagle here on this par 5. But I really felt that before I was about to hit that shot, I was just getting nice and relaxed and not tensing up and not thinking technically about my swing at all. Now, this reflective self-consciousness is key in improving your game. But if you're not careful, the danger here is that if you overanalyze what happened, because reflective self-consciousness is analyzing what just happened, you know, why did I slice it? Why did that ball start right when I wanted to start it left? But it kicked off the slope and came here, because if you start overanalyzing during the round, then you're going to start second guessing and not believing in yourself. And that's very dangerous. And that's when a lot of problems come on the course. And you can find that, you know, maybe you start the round nicely, okay, you get a couple of holes where you're hitting it well, you hit one bad shot, you start to analyze, you start to get into that self-reflective consciousness thinking, and then that's when it all unravels, it derails for about 6 or 7 holes, you stop caring then, and then you start to play better again because you stop overanalyzing because the round is over, the score is gone. So you can't overanalyze during the round, you've got to wait until after the round. When you get into the clubhouse or when you go home, you can start making notes about what happened out here in certain situations so that you can be better prepared for that next time you come onto the course, and so that you can plot your way around and think better on the course. Now, I've given myself a nice opportunity here for an eagle on this par 5. But I didn't really hit the shot I wanted to coming in. So this is not the time for me to start thinking, why did that start right? Why did that curve more right than I wanted? I've ended up in a good position. I did take into account on that shot that I needed to aim a little bit more left, but when I looked back on it on the camera, I was aiming to the right. So this would have been all over the flag if I had have, you know, been aiming correctly, but that's something for me to analyze after, not for me to analyze right now. It's to stay in this present mindset, try not to self-reflect too much on the last shot, because when we focus too much on that last shot, then it's going to come into play on the next shot where we're not going to be focused and fully in the zone. So now that I've come up to this shot, I need to completely let go of that last shot that I hit, and I've just got to focus on the slopes here. I've got to come in. Now, I'm very much a feel player. I've very much just got to get in here, visualize and feel how hard I need to hit this putt. But I don't want to think about anything in the past. I want to look at this putt, focus only on this shot, and try and roll that ball into the hole. I'm not going to overthink. I'm not going to let myself stiffen up. And I'm just gonna get in here, get comfortable, and put a nice positive stroke on that golf ball. We'll take a top in birdie on this one. So it's very important not to analyze too much when you get out here on the golf course and analyzing on your past shots. What's really important here is that you continue to go from shot to shot, approach it, be pre-reflective, be aware of your shot shapes, be aware of your tendencies, and try and hit that shot that you see in front of you based on how you're hitting the ball, the shot shape that you're hitting, and really getting present in that moment and not thinking about past shots. Because if you think about past shots or past mistakes, you're not going to be present in that shot and you're going to really struggle to hit the ball where you want to. Most likely, 8 or 9 times out of 10, you're going to hit a disaster shot that's going to ruin the hole. Now, elite players don't just work on their swings like you guys. They also train their minds, which is key for them to come out here and perform on the golf course. This metacognitive process is very much your awareness of your own thoughts. You know, are you frustrated on the golf course? Are you happy? Are you feeling anxious about a certain shot? Are you worried about where the ball might go? Just ignoring these thoughts is not going to help you, because in trying to not think about those things, you're just going to think about them even more. And more than likely, what you're thinking about is going to be the outcome of the shot. If you're worried about the water that I've got to clear here, then that's probably where you're going to end up, or you're going to end up way offline, giving yourself a harder shot. So what's really important here is that you have mental skills or mental practices that really help you get into this present moment and stay focused on being aware, first of all, of your shot shape, how you're feeling on the day, how you're swinging, then being able to not overanalyze, and now bringing in the final level is being able to really focus your mind into the shot, get into the present moment by using techniques such as breathing, visualization, self-talk. All of these things can really help you get into this present moment. And what I like to do is, for my players that I work with, is I build them out a routine. And some people are very visual, some people need to feel things, and some people can do both. So I'll have routines where, you know, we incorporate a lot of breathing so that they can stay relaxed, they can feel that relaxation in their body so that they can just let their natural swing come out on the golf course. Some people need a little bit more visualization, they see the ball flight. Maybe they even visualize a time when they were a junior golfer or when they played their best golf, and they go back there into that good feeling and really have a smile on their face and be able to execute the shot. So it's really important that you have, in this highest state of awareness, mental skills, mental practices to allow you to get into this present moment and to not think about the past and to not be, worried about your feelings, whether you're frustrated or angry, or whether you're anxious about where the ball's going to go. Those feelings are good. We can't ignore them. If you ignore them, then you're just going to think about them. So what you have to do is start breathing, have a pre-shot routine, incorporate visualization if you need, and some self-talk can also help. So I'll walk you through my routine here. So at this point in time, what I'm thinking here is that, it's a fairly open hole. It's a drivable par 4. However, there is water here. There's bunkers around the green. And I know that if I go to the right of the green, then I'm looking at a tricky pitch up onto the green. So essentially, I don't really want to be going right. And I know at this point in time that my shot shape today is a bit of a left to right. So I've got to be aware of that and adjust accordingly. So I'm going to aim down the left side of the green. And then I'm going to work into my pre-shot routine with this mental skills and practices that are going to help me get present and hit the shot and be here in this present moment. So I'll start off with the routine. First thing, I've picked my target. I'm going to really try and focus on that. Every time I look up, I just want to be focusing on that left edge of the green. Then as the routine starts, I take a nice loose swing. Sometimes I'll take 2 if I wasn't feeling it. If I felt any tension at all in my body, I'll take an extra swing. Just nice and relaxed. Then I come back, and what I do is I visualize myself on the 7th hole of Hollywood Golf Club, where I played a lot of golf as a kid. Something about that hole sticks in my mind, and it really helps me get into a mode where I almost stand on that golf ball and picture myself there, and it gives me a little smile, so it really relaxes me. Because if I could go back to that time now, I would tell myself just to relax and swing. So that's where I go to. And then as I'm coming into the ball, I'm going to breathe in for 4 seconds. I'm going to hold it for 4 seconds, and then I'm going to breathe out as I'm over the ball. And as soon as that breath is out and I feel that relaxation, then I'm going to strike the golf ball. So that really gets me present, really gets me calm, and allows me to hit the shot that I need to on the golf course. So let's do this all at once. Target, feel swings, go back to that 7th hole at Hollywood, breathe, hold, exhale. Started right on that line, Curving back to the center of the green. And I'm gonna have a little, get up there. Oh, it's just rolled back down. A little pitch up onto the front of the green. So next time you're on the golf course, pay attention to these 3 layers of self-consciousness. You know, trust your muscle memory from the stuff you've been doing on the range, trust the ball flight, and then also don't overthink shots out here in the golf course, just move on to the next one. And then when you're on that shot, be aware of your thoughts, be aware of your feelings, and have those mental practices to help you get present and really relax over every shot. And this is really gonna help you improve your game, improve your scores, and ultimately improve your enjoyment out here on the golf course. Let's see if I can chip this up from this tricky lie. A little bit of a flop. Just gotta relax. Done this before. A little past, but I've got a birdie putt. Thank you for watching this video, and I really hope that it helps you perform better on the golf course. If you find this helpful, drop a like, subscribe for more mental game tips, and make sure to hit that notifications bell so you don't miss any future videos. And let me know in the comments what's the biggest mental challenge that you're currently facing on the golf course.